Hi, this is Sadat, and this is the part of video submission of the lesson 7. I will be explaining advanced Prisma and transaction and many more things in this video. So let's start from the beginning. How do you use Prisma, advanced query, features, analytic, or show analytical control, explain group by. So in analytic controls, I have used uh, as previous, I get user and I take a user, and after that I group the tasks. So we query task table and group them by if it's completed or not completed. And with that, we have to use count or average to take out the average of the whole count, the whole table, how many tasks are completed and how many are still remaining. For filtering, we use the where keywords, where user ID is equal to the user ID, which separates other users from it. For the eager loading, we use include. Include is basically avoiding the n plus 1 because if we query a user and we get a user for that, so we can at the same time can include all the tasks that is related for that user. And in the task, we can select or we can return count of the tasks, or we can do the average of, if there is another table, if we want, we can use the average method as well. What are the database transaction and how do you implement them? So transaction is used for any database, or let's say for database operation, they are uh, operated as one unit. Like in this example, I'm creating a user, and after creating a user, I want to assign them some welcome tasks. And welcome tasks and user in these transactions are related. If any of these operation fails, the whole transaction operates and roll back. Fails back, walk through the bulk operations. So in bulk operation, we have multiple tasks, and we import that as an array to the data, and we use the create many method to create many tasks at the same time instead of creating tasks one by one. When and how do you use RASQL with Prisma? So the query RA is used when we want to operate complex operation on the database, like joining tables and many more complex operation. That's when we use the query RA. For the query RA, we use for the raw query, we use yes, over here. For the raw query, we can write down like SQL code, but this code is more complex than regular Prisma methods or codes. We also use the parameterized queries, which prevent SQL injection. It treats the user input as an input and not as SQL statement or SQL string. It is automatically trimmed. It is automatically checked for any SQL or malicious code. The difference between the query raw and query raw unsafe is that query raw unsafe is unsafe. It is treated as SQL string, and there is 100% chance of injecting SQL. So this was my part of this video, and hope I have covered everything in the assignment. And thank you for watching.